So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Manchester United.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game. Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, he's playing beach football on the grandest stage of all.
The entertainer.
Now it's Shevchenko, and it's Van Nistelrooy. Pass somewhat off target. Camavinga, looking to play him in, and he welcomes it in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Robertson tries from a long way out. Mbappe, now it's Neymar. Cafu. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good running, strong and purposeful. It's Neymar! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? Brilliant save from Donnarumma! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Van Nistelrooy actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's there to clear it. And the volley. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Can he get on the end of this? Looking for options for movement. Oh, that is a nice touch. And this is Neymar, drills one in. Alexander-Arnold can clear it away. And here's Neymar. Neymar! And it's hit the woodwork and out. That's been drilled in. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Shevchenko. Rodri. Now Costa Curta. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Robertson getting this one clear. Pulls it back. That's going wide left. Nice looking ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Alexander-Arnold. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Greenwood. Nesta does well to get it back. Tries to pass it through. Van Nistelrooy, he's had a shot! Goal!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
It's Neymar! Oh, it's hit the post! Alexander-Arnold with the clearance. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Manchester United looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. And we are back on the way. Manchester United leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Barcelona are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Costa Curta. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Neymar. And here's Mbappe. Knocks it out wide. Passes short and the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Mbappe probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Well, that's well spotted. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
That's a shade optimistic. Van Dijk clears. Van Nistelrooy is flagged offside. Camavinga. There could be trouble here. He's found a way through.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm.
Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Stood up well to him there. Manchester United leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And he's gone looking for safety. Fernandez. Greenwood. Now, can they get him away? And he's hit it long.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is and the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Neymar. And here's Mbappe. Cafu. He's in plenty of space here. Bullish header! Well taken goal. And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And they win it back again. Cafu. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Now it's come to nothing.
There will be 3
Donnarumma.
minutes added time.
And he's managed to get rid. And the number on the board is 3. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And here's Nate. Chance! And that is that. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here, that's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and a model man, and I would say a model footballer.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. He can run onto that. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That has been slung wide. Stood up well to him there. It's a searching pass, and this is Shevchenko. Good chance here! Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Ball swung, getting up there! He will be livid with himself. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Ball's played through. Costa Curta makes the interception. Saliba cuts out the pass. Schmeichel with the clearance. Half an hour played now. Now, can they get him away? Quality ball. Now it's Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Iwobi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, played right into his path. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. And that is well cleared. That's the throw. Now who's going to be first to this? Nesta gets a foot in here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Clipped into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And for the first half, that is that. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Second period then underway. Played out to the left flank. Looking to play him in. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Neymar. Goes down, but nothing given. De Bruyne. Berbatov. And this is Berbatov. And they've got a throw. And here's Neymar. And he's gone looking for safety. Tries to play it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's put pay to the danger. Oh, what a mistake! And he's managed to get free. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Van Nistelrooy clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That looks a good ball through. He's had a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Neymar. That's a throw. Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. And he was quick to react. Thinks one through. Into the last quarter of an hour. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Great chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
And the keeper beats it away. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! And how did he not put that away? Manchester United have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. Van Nistelrooy needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And he's intervened well there. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has been cut short. And now they can clear their lines. Looking for options for movement. Nicely weighted ball. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Not the most accurate pass. And that's that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility...
Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? A finish right from the top draw. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
Kylian Mbappe.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Knocks it into space. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tries to play it through. Not a hint of offside. Header! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Manchester United.
One
After
sweeping
15
move,
minutes,
executed with deadly
number
efficiency.
9.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And this is Neymar, Cristiano Ronaldo. And no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe is herring after that one. That is good alertness. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe is onto this. Thinks one through. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, it's Dembele. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Dembele.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's gone direct here. No, that's been intercepted. Bruno Fernandes has created one goal already. Van Nistelrooy. That is ended up in no man's land. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There will be 1 minute added
This is
time.
Van Nistelrooy. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's wide, but not by very much.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
And that brings the first half to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I don't think
Security
either side
staff
will
to
have
each
too
block.
much to
Please
complain
report to the
about or
staff
worry
room
about,
immediately.
Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half then, just getting going.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Takes a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So we have a breakthrough. Now goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Mohun Bagan with the corner, there first. Gets his head on it! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
It's a sharp pass. And there's the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
That's really well cleared. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Nice interception, well timed. They get a throw in. Looking for the far post. Oh, good effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bruno Fernandes delivers. And he's heaved it away. And he's there to clear it. Mohun Bagan are looking to go forward now. And it's Van Nistelrooy.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well timed, excellent interception. Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Manchester United close now to seeing this one through to the end. Tries a shot! And that's a tiny finish! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So is that the decisive... Neymar! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's that, the end. Manchester United have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Neymar picking up the man of the... Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that
against
one.
Manchester United.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Manchester United with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Now, can they get him away? Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Howson cuts out the pass. Now it's McAllister. No, it's come to nothing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Van Nistelrooy.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No way through. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance here to counter. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And he's lost his man here. And this is Totti. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Nesta can clear it away. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cafu. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well played, well played. Cafu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It is what they have been yearning for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful...
And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Out towards the flank. Can he get it through? And this is Neymar. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Bellingham! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
McAllister. Oh, that's fabulous. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he can thump it away. And it's Totti. Rodri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's in one-on-one. And he tries a shot! Well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know.
And that is all they have time for.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Manchester United are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. The second half is up and running. Van Nistelrooy. Mbappe knocks it out wide. So what can they make of this? And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. McAllister promptly onto that, and that is that. Howson. Albert Ferrer. Kimmich. And it's Kukçu. Goes for the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good-looking ball. Manchester United, with this 2-goal lead, they're certainly looking much the more assured side. The defence opting here for... Oh, that's ambitious! And the keeper's well positioned.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
He's on it, can he get away? And he's in... Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Neymar. And that's been well dealt with. And that's a throw-in. That's going across goal. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Neymar. It's Neymar! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Now it's Shevchenko. And he's there to retrieve it. Juve. Now it's Totti.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Decent chance! It's a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Substitution from
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Number 7, Kvaratskhelia. Substitution for Milan, number 10.
So changes afoot here, and
number
from both
23,
sides.
El Hadj Diouf. Number 20, McAllister. Coming on the field, number 15, Okazaki. Number 19, Raul. Number 17, Henderson. Substitution.
Racing over the bar. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Chance, surely! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, they've done the hard part. That's that, the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match... Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one.
Against Germany.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. Manchester United need all the support they can get here to set... Decent chance! Bruno Fernandes gets it clear. Now it's Neymar.
Well, this guy, Diego Forlan, is one striker who's always impressed with his all-round game. So prolific, despite often being asked to play a deeper role for both club and country.
And surely reasonable to suggest that he was one of the players of 2010.
Yeah, I'd agree, Peter. OK, he didn't have the best of seasons domestically, although he himself again was prolific. He won a European trophy, he was outstanding.
It's Totti! Oh, that is rather wayward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Matheus Cunha. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Ambitious ball here, picked out brilliantly. Albert Ferrer. He's in a great position here. Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. He'll try from distance. He's got away with one there. Now that's well seen too. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Rodri played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Germany always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Cafu, well read, and the danger is averted. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Totti. And here's Forlan. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Searching pass he's played there. Van Nistelrooy showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Neymar has every
Can he finish? It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Attendees, this is
The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now it's Shevchenko. That has been cut short. Oh, they could be caught out here. Albert Ferrer finding himself in space. Gets his head on it! And yes, it's there! And the game has liftoff. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Done delicately. Van Nistelrooy is flagged offside.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Yeah, the manager was saying he'll be facing the prospect of having to make some brave decisions around this time. How right he proved to be.
Well, they've got it again. Now it's Berbatov. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Neymar. And he was quick to react. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Villa. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Berbatov. Now it's Totti. And here's Shevchenko. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Berbatov. And this is Shevchenko. Threads one in.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nice interception, well timed. And here's Totti. Lobbed in behind, shapes to shoot! volleyd effort.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Substitution in progress.
Germany have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Oh, good ball! He's had a shot! Francesco Totti is a genius! About as smooth as it gets!
After 90 minutes is...
2 up now, and they are cruising. And that is
Substitutions
about as
taking
cool as
place.
they come.
There will be
He
5
picked his
minutes
spot
at a time.
expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Germany have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Manchester United perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall distance.